you like a nation where you have discordant tunes from left, right, center. Let's reason together today. Once again, Michael Olatubosun is the name. It is Talking Points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. Of course, we operate on the frequency modulated band 105.5. You can't miss it. It is the integrity station. Let's talk on the program today. First of all, feedback concerning my program on Tuesday. You remember that the Oyo State government issued what they called an abatement notice to industries, factories, and homes that do not have waste collection receptacles. And the government has said that it will come down hard on these entities if they don't have proper waste collection, receptacles or drums or containers, whatever you like to call them, in their premises. It is an attempt to make Oyo State cleaner, and I am fully in line with that. Of course, there are issues with the implementation of the policy, but you see, the issue is that all of us need to cooperate. So I have feedback. Like I said, I got a call today, and what was this call about? It was about a community where the community became vigilant as to how refuse was being indiscriminately dumped in their community. And they discovered that someone probably had been came to their community from another community to dump refuse. Mrs. Opatunde called me today and told me that the community arrested someone, and that guy, he was not even remorseful. And he was threatening to call all the powerful people that he knew in Nigeria to rescue him. Of course, they had taken him to the police, and I don't have feedback as to whether he's been released or something. But what I was told, and there are pictures sent to me of the man and his car and the refuse that he had brought to dump in that community. So I'm trying to say here that communities need to be very vigilant. And I'm also saying again that if you don't have refuse collection receptacle in your house, go now and buy one. And then you can also register with any of the private refuse contractors that are working with the government so that they can help to evacuate your refuse. It will do nobody any good. Particularly, it will constitute damage to the environment and health hazard to the persons who live in the communities. If you have people who are continually dumping refuse in the waterways or at every possible junction, or even burning refuse, it is against the creed of the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. And we as advocates will not take that line low. We will advocate continually that you should dispose your refuse properly. We are doing this in concert with all stakeholders, particularly the Oyo State government, and the effort to make Oyo State cleaner and better and more beautiful to behold. All right, so it's Talking Points on Splash FM. By the way, I'd like to receive feedback from you. Do you have refuse collection receptacle in your house? How are the refuse contractors behaving? I know there are issues about that, but you can talk to me, okay? I'm open to conversation around that. All right, so let's come back to the matters in the papers at the moment. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo again in the news. 2023 elections facilitate national reconciliation. Obasanjo tasks incoming government. This is the Nigerian Tribune. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has called on the incoming administration to facilitate national moral and rearmament and reconciliation following the divisiveness of the just concluded elections. Speaking at a conference themed From Elections to Governance and Performance, organized by Next Year and the Ibadan School of Governance and Public Policy in Abuja on Thursday, Obasanjo, who noted that he was too old to keep quiet in the face of the challenges facing Nigeria, called on the government to take bold, decisive steps to tackle the country's plunging economy and huge national debt burden. He stressed that governance in Nigeria now requires thinking outside the box and political will to reform the public service, turn it into a capability-ready unit, and rescue the nation from its current state. The former president also emphasized the need for national healing and reconciliation to address the anger of Nigerian youth who were let down by the shortcomings of the elections. He urged the incoming administration to take appropriate steps to bring about healing and assuage the concerns of the citizens. All right, so what do you think about this? I thought I should ask you. But then, would you agree indeed that this nation, the coming government, has a huge task waiting on its table? That of reconciliation. Look at the extent to which the nation had been further divided along ethno-religious lines, particularly in the last election, where some candidates had, used religion as a weapon, where some candidates had used ethnic leanings as a weapon to carry votes, and where some other segments of society had thought that, well, this is our turn. All right, so let's hear from you. What are your thoughts on these matters? All right, you know that as always, virtually, perpetually, every time, I am for Nigeria. And that's what I will be doing, defend Nigeria. And my task and mandate on the program is to also defend Nigeria, engage in conversations, let Nigerians be, active in terms of citizenship so that they can call their governments and officials in power to account. Let's do that on this table. What do you think about former President Olusegun Obasanjo's call? And the call is that the incoming government needs to facilitate what he calls national reconciliation. Is there even a nation to reconcile? What are the questions that you thought you will need to ask and get answers to? All right, it's still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. So while we're at that, there's also the question of the Yes Daddy audio. You remember that audio that caused great conversations around the nation? Okay, so Peter Obi, the presidential candidate in the just concluded presidential election for the Labour Party, has come out. And what did he say? Obi threatens lawsuits, says leaked audio fake. This is the punch. Let's see what's there. The candidate of the Labour Party in the February 25 presidential election, Peter Obi, said leaked audio of an alleged conversation between him and the founder of Living Faith Church Worldwide, Bishop David Oyedepo, is fake. The audio allegedly had Obi telling Oyedepo that the presidential election was a religious war and that the clergyman should help him beg people in Southwest and Kwara State, especially Christians, to support his ambition. Reacting, Obi, in a statement he personally signed on Wednesday, said at no point in his issues-based campaign did he ever refer to the election as a religious war. He also lamented alleged attempts by the ruling All Progressives Congress to divert attention from a blatantly stolen mandate. He said these have come and continue to manifest in different ways, such as the malicious accusation of the Minister of Information, Mr. Lai Mohammed, the circulation of a fake doctored audio call, and pressure on me to leave the country. Let me reiterate that the audio call being circulated is fake, and at no time throughout the campaign and now did I ever say, think, or even imply that the 2023 election is or was a religious war. All right, so you understand the questions underlying this conversation. Obi has now said that audio is fake. Is threatening to also take legal action against the Gazette. That's the news platform that published the audio. What do you say about this as well? Questions, right? And the essence of the question is to walk from question to solution. Let's talk on the program this afternoon. What's the program? Talking points on Splash FM, of course, here in the city of Ibadan. What's going on around you? Let's talk on the program today. I particularly like to continue the conversation around the dumping of refuse. Well, what do you think? So what do you think? That's basically the question. I'd like you to watch me on Facebook, running live as well. Go to Splash FM's fan page on Facebook. You'll find me there. All right. Splash FM 105.5 here in the city of Ibadan. So on Facebook, we're streaming live. Okay, join the conversation there. You know how to get there, don't you? Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan. That is the location. If you're not a fan, click the icon like, and then you can be part of the family. Join the conversation on Twitter. You can tweet at me at Splash FM 1055 #talking points. And don't forget that you can also join us on our website www.splashfm1055.com. In case you find yourself on YouTube, just type in Splash FM, you'll find us there. Let's talk, even on Radio Garden. All right, we're there. On Facebook, David Tayo Olomo, you're saying good afternoon, Radio Man. Michael Olatubosun, thumbs up. Or thumbs up to you too. Can you see my thumbs? Yeah, just watch now. You can see my thumbs on camera. Gumbi Ade Sheriff, thank you. Good afternoon to you too. Join the conversation, will you? And let's talk on the program today. All right, so 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. Those are the numbers in case you'd like to join the conversation. All right, so what are your own thoughts about the matters that I raised already? One of the big issues for me has been the question of division around this nation and how we can collectively tackle this matter. I mean, this menace that has threatened the very fabric of Nigeria. If you look at the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it tells you that the whole idea behind governance is security and welfare of the people. And then the government that is there for your security and welfare would most certainly not sponsor any campaign against any ethnic group or permit any, if you like. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, I lost that call. Please call back if you can. Wait. You know, this conversation, particularly on Thursdays, it is about getting you to talk to me. So that's the conversation's consent and concept. All right, so talk to me, all right? 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. Those are the numbers in case you'd like to join the conversation. On Facebook, okay, it is Splash FM 105.5. That is the location on Facebook. David Tayo Olomo, thank you for watching and for the conversations you've raised already. Let's talk on the program this afternoon. I'm waiting, all right? Okay, so I'll see whether I can get to bring you up to speed with some of the major goings on around the country at this moment. So you know that here, what you have is verifiable news items as they occur across the nation. Okay, so let's talk on the program this afternoon. I'm waiting for the conversation to get started. One of my main mandates is to allow you or assist you to get government to respond to you. And the way to get government to respond is to bring the issues that concern government and the issues that concern you and how you respond to governance. So the Oyo State government has issued an abatement notice. What do you say about the conduct and response of the refuse collectors? Just thought I should ask, because most of the time when I pass by, particularly yesterday, I was somewhere. Yeah, it was Agodi Gate yesterday, and around that place where they called Agodi Gate, indeed, just by the Water Corporation. A refuse collection truck was there. They were packing refuse and they had to keep all of us waiting. They practically blocked the road. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Michael.
Good afternoon. Mr. Francis, welcome, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, on the issue of Oyo State government, run out a riot law for all those that are not complying with the disposal of refuse. It's a welcome development. But the problem we have here is that who are those that are going to enforce it? That's the problem we have. Government have a good intention all the time. The enforcement has been the problem. Because now there are some areas that you can't even find anybody. People just come early in the morning and dump refuse there and go away. So if we have enforcement, those that are employed, like the woman who has just done that now, I think it deserves a commendation. It's a big one. So on the issue of the viral video that is circulating, it's a good thing because he wants to watch himself clean of everything that people are saying about him. So he goes to court, and at the end of the day, court actually decides that that video is a fake something has nothing to do with Obi, then he can sue whoever plotted that video to smear his image. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for calling. Good afternoon, Mr. Francis. Okay. So, would you like to talk to me? So, I was saying that even the conduct of the refuse consultant needs to also be addressed. Most of the time, when you are coming, particularly around OJ, and they are evacuating refuse in the median, you discover that there will be traffic jam, and you ask the question, do you have to cause that kind of traffic jam because you're evacuating refuse? That's one question. But the other question will be, why are people dumping refuse in the median as well? Isn't there something that can be done about it? I know that there's this big refuse receptacle at that place where they call Temidire at OJ. But then, most of the time, the refuse would have been full and overflowing. And there's a water canal around that place, that passes under the road. And you discover that people are dropping refuse there. Isn't there something that can be done about it? Let us talk about this. Let's reason together. Let's supply the ideas. Maybe we will help the government to make sense of the situation. You remember the Kaduna State episode about the sacked teachers? Remember, when there was this issue of, was it competency test or something? And then the Kaduna State government had to also sack some workers, particularly teachers. Well, they have been reinstated by the government, and then the NLC is, now urging the government, El-Rufai's government, to pay reinstated teachers' salaries. National Labour Congress NLC Kaduna State Council has urged the state government to pay the entitlements of the reinstated workers due to what they have gone through. Chairman of the State Congress, Comrade Ayuba Magaji Suleiman, made the call in a press release made available to journalists in Kaduna. Comrade Ayuba Suleiman also appreciated the decision of the government to reinstate the disengaged teachers and other employees that were affected by the abrupt decision. He lamented that the reinstated persons were victims of a harsh and ill-thought-out action, which had caused many livelihoods to
introducing Cadbury Caramel Candy, Cadbury Coffee, and your favorite Cadbury Buttermint Candy. Now there's lots more to share and enjoy.
Oh yeah, there's a Cadbury candy for every moment.
ọmọ mi ti pọ̀ṣù mẹ́fà ẹ bá mi dúpẹ́ oṣù mẹ́fà ẹ bá mi dúpẹ́ ó ti yẹ pọ̀ṣù mẹ́fà nìyẹn ọmọ ò máa ń pẹ́ dàgbà o báyìí o ọmọ rẹ ti wá nílò ju omi ọyàn nìkan lọ o àkókò ti tó láti máa fún un ní oúnjẹ fífọ́ ní àfikún sí ọyàn rí i dájú pé àwọn oúnjẹ ọmọ rẹ ní ó kéré tán ọ̀kan lára àwọn oúnjẹ àfọ́pọ̀ márùn-ún wọ̀nyí ẹyin ẹja tàbí ẹran èso àti ewébẹ̀ epo tàbí òróró ẹ̀wà ẹ̀pà tàbí sóyà ìrẹsì ọ̀dùnkún àgbàdo tàbí iṣu ọmọ rẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti oṣù mẹ́fà nílò omi ọyàn àtàwọn oúnjẹ wọ̀nyí fún ìdàgbàsókè àti ìlera máa fún wọn lọ́yàn títí yóò fi pé ọmọ ọdún méjì àti jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. ìkéde yìí wá láti àkànṣe iṣẹ́ ARIN iléeṣẹ́ tó ń mójútó ètò ìlera ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́.
Latest school Easy Life Business and Service Technology Hub. We don't bring comfort for people. Na Botinga app, your multi-service platform where you fit order sharp for any service provider, market or anything where you need online. Just download Botinga app, come begin the order for any professional service where you want. You fit order for taxi rides or any services like fashion designer, hairdresser, mechanic, barber, painter, photographer, dry cleaner, carpenter, makeup artist, plus others them on top Botinga app. And you will be service provider. You fit register your service and take and connect to more customers for better sales enjoyment. If you render your service with your own private motorcar as driver to the make extra money, just download Botinga provider on top Google Play Store and Apple Store today. Make people begin the order for your services anytime from anywhere. With Botinga, everything done dey easy. No be for mouth. This one na easy life. For more to be, visit www.botinga.com or we office with them for former MTN office opposite Methodist Church. 6512 Botinga app, service and business comforts.
My people, better don land. Make una come see ogbonge cable wey dem manufacture for we obodo Nigeria. Na Pure cables. Pure cables na correct electrical cable wey dey reliable, dependable, and the people wey dem make am call dey safety conscious. Pure cables get original copper and aluminium cable for different sizes dem wey you fit use for electrical wiring level for anywhere. Whether na your house, abi na your office, the price nko e no dey tear pocket at all. Nationwide distribution don start. For more information, call 0808 030 3257 0808 030 3257. Pure Cable and Wire Limited. They have Fritz Compound, Fort Gate 122/132. Also the Apapa Expressway, Iyano Solo Bus Stop, Lagos. Pure Cables, Nigerian Electrical Contractors endorser, SON approver. Pure Cables, na Yubico.
Are you in need of a nice and comfortable, fully furnished hostel accommodation in the University of Ibadan? Or are you in search of a place for seminars and executive trainings? Look no further. Adebayo Akonde Hall is the go-to place for your lodging needs with a home away from home feel. Adebayo Akonde Hall is a 4-star hostel built in a serene environment with constant supply of electricity. It has fully furnished rooms that gives you great comfort at an affordable price. Adebayo Akonde Hall is located at Ajibode Extension, University of Ibadan. For inquiries and reservations, visit www.adebayohall.com or call 080-5699-8718 or 080-5699-8719 or 080-5699-8720. Adebayo Akonde Hall. Built for comfort. Built for you.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, the program is Talking Points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan, and we're talking issues around Nigeria. Okay, so this is Oyo State matter that we're talking about, the refuse situation, and I thought to ask you your experience. 0809-155-1055, 0805-699-8678, and 0706-949-3000. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Mao.
Yes, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you. My name is Wale Omolowashi from Ashi Kingdom Ministry.
You're welcome, sir.
But the issue of a Cardinal State, we should not be surprised. This is the era of U-turn, making U-turn, era of making U-turn. The federal government swap the money, they collect our money, they say they resign it, they still return back the money. When the governors, the Cardinal State governor, they call the teachers that are incompetent, maybe they have gone to the course, they are now competent to be the class teacher now. Look at that one. When they lose,
Okay.
they want to campaign again. They now they decision after that. Thank you, Wale Omoluwashi from Magic Kingdom Local.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Okay, so would you like to talk to me? I'm here. Let's talk. On Facebook, there's Alade Jarishion here. My question is, can UK allow Nigerian executives, law enforcement agencies and judiciary to persecute or prosecute, her current political office holders? Let them send Ekweremadu and all his associates to Nigeria for you are using persecution. It's not it's prosecution. Though the fear is justice, yet I still like his case to be handled by Nigeria judiciary. Can that be possible? It cannot be possible because he didn't commit that crime in Nigeria. He committed the crime in the United Kingdom, and that crime answers to the laws of the United Kingdom. I think it's the Modern Slavery Act. So maybe you need to go and check out the law as well. So you are basically trying to make reference to, or maybe just refer me to the letter that former President Olusegun Obasanjo wrote. I think the letter was published yesterday or so. Well, I was just pleading for lighter sentencing for Ekweremadu. I don't know what to say, but to say that that's not possible. Well, in some cases, in very rare cases, nations exchange prisoners, but that will be on a different scale, not on this scale. Olatimehin Segun, necessary things needed to be done, and task force should be introduced for dumping refuse where it's not supposed to be. So you are saying the Oyo State government should put up a special task force. I think they have a special task force. The question will be, will they function or are they functioning? And will they not also be compromised? That's the question. On my way this afternoon, you saw policemen. Well, you see, the question is, most of the time when we talk about this, it looks like we're trying to just stop people from doing their work. Nobody is stopping the police from doing their work, but the police should not stop people from moving freely, particularly once they carry anything. So why are they collecting money at Ojaoba there? Well, I want to give the benefit of the doubt and assume that the police does not know that officers at that Ojaoba are collecting money from commercial workers. Commercial transport workers. So if you put up a task force on environmental sanitation, will they also not compromise? Is there something that we need to do differently? Really, that's a question. All right, let's talk on the program today. Talking points on Splash FM 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. Those are the numbers. In case you'd like to join us on the phone. On Facebook, it's Splash FM 105.5. By the way, we are streaming live there as well. Using one stone to kill two birds, you mean? All right. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome to Talking Points today.
Yeah, my name is Wale. I'm calling from Jericho.
Wale from Jericho. Let's talk, Wale.
Yeah, I just want to talk concerning the waste management.
Yes.
The refuse collection. In my own opinion, I want to say all over the world, I think when they are collecting refuse, the refuse trucks have right of way.
Okay.
And the citizens will have to be patient with them while they collect their refuse.
Okay.
Because if they say we should, I know some people want to suggest that they should collect the refuse in the night or later when the traffic is low. But sometimes that allows for crime. Some trucks, some people could pretend to be waste collectors in the night and perpetrate So, I think the way the government is going about it will eventually get there. Might look slow, but I can see a deliberate attempt at the part of the government.
Okay.
Yeah. This waste management. I think we should be patient and watch how it goes.
Yeah, very right.
Now,
Absolutely.
It now left with the citizens to comply, because there are some people don't just want to comply. They prefer to bring their waste with their cars to the median. But we ourselves need to just be part of the government and work and try to comply with the procedures of waste.
Yeah, I agree with you. You see, when we talk about government, we citizens don't even know that we are the government, really.
Exactly.
So we just think that we can do anything that we like and dump refuse, particularly indiscriminately. And, well, since nobody is arresting us, we think that it's okay.
Exactly. That's it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Wale, for calling. Jericho, okay? Wale from Jericho. All right. There's this story. I remember that during the Splash FM's gubernatorial debate in February, the Oyo State Governor, Seyi Makinde, was talking on the stage and talking about, a proposed, merger or something, or reconciliation between the URTW and the PMS. And there's a story along that line. This is InsideOyo.com. It says, group commends Makinde for reconciling Oyo market leaders as merger talks of NURTW PMS begins. The rider here talks about is applauding Dr. Sanusi's roles in peace building. I'll come to that story in a moment. Presently, a group, Greater Oyo State Initiatives, on Thursday appreciated the state governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, for his latest giant strides in conflict resolution and amicable resolution of the festering crisis among the warring market leaders in the state. A statement issued by the group's president, Chief Adeshola Aderogba, said the governor is already walking his talk in ensuring that people live harmoniously to contribute their quota towards the socio-economic development of the state. Chief Aderogba said the crisis amongst the market leaders was finally laid to rest this week, as all the units of the markets in the state affirmed Alhaji Yekini Abbas, also known as YK Abbas, as the Babaloja General of Oyo State. All right, so you have that. And then you also have a related matter concerning the proposed merger. And the talk is here. It says the next stage for His Excellency is to finalize the ongoing peace efforts in the motor parks and integrate the National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW, with their counterparts in the park management system. Dr. Sanusi is helping us in this regard too, and the governor is also moving fast on this issue. Well, we would like to see reconciliation and possibly merger between the NURTW and PMS. Well, that would be a good move, isn't it? Oh, well. So you may want to talk to me. Let's do that now. 0809 155 1055. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Michael. I hope I'm not taking much of your time because I'm enjoying your program.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Francis, you see, the governor of the state must be commended on a lot of the things he's doing in this area towards working the second time of his agenda. Now, he will recollect that this man has the wealth of the Senate at heart. If it was to be other governor, he would have gone on with this fact system government. Now he's trying to integrate those that have not been, those that were there before, that in view of trying to make sure that he restores sanity in the motor park something, he's not trying to bring people that they can collaborate together and keep so that other people can also expect dividends, not for just one person to be enjoying it. It's a welcome development for him. In fact, kudos to him.
Right.
Now, on the issue of the Obasanjo's letter, we should not castigate Obasanjo. You see, the point is, that man at his age has a lot to think. What he's saying is that we know UK government is not going to allow such a thing. But if they do at the end of the day, it's commendable, but I know they will not, because the law in Sinner's line does not change like we do in Nigeria. That's the reason he has done that so that it's on record that at least he has made what he's supposed to have done to a fellow Nigerian. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for calling. All right. Well, would you like to be a part of the conversation? Why not? 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mike.
You're welcome to Talking Points also. Yes, sir.
About the latest news on the NICW and PMS, it's a good idea. The governor said it during the debate that Agutan will support Bagutashi, Agutan will support Mama Dudu. So it's a good idea. If governor can consider one, or else state with the peaceful, and those people that want to turn that motor park, they do for them to reliably. You now see that things are going well. So it's a good idea, and that of the Yalaga and Betaloga too. Let's welcome peace. Look at the renaming of a technical industry.
Yeah.
So all those things are good ideas. The government is not going for third time. So it's a good idea. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling. Commendation for the governor. Wow. Would you like to be part of the conversation? I'd like to particularly, interrogate the refuse collection process in the state. I remember speaking to the refuse consultant who, comes to my community. He had always complained about the dump and the access road to the dump, and also made some allegations about the consultant. If you are a refuse consultant in the state, I'd like you to talk to me. What has been your experience, working with the consultant, really? Maybe that's the issue. In my own community, for instance, I have observed that the initial agreement we had over the last 8 years was that they will come twice every month. So every 2 weeks, they will come and evacuate our refuse. But I observed that in the last 2 or 3 years, 2 weeks became 4 weeks. And now 4 weeks has become 6 weeks. In fact, it has come to about 8 weeks now, and perpetually complain about the mounting refuse in the community, because I believe that it will constitute health hazard to the people. And then when you look at the trucks of these refuse contractors, you begin to ask questions about why government continues to license these refuse contractors when they don't have the purpose-built refuse collection. They call it compactors or something, these trucks. So you have some of them coming with half-naked trucks. Allow me to use the word half-naked. You know what I'm talking about. And then after mounting the refuse on their trucks, the refuse are trying to fall back, fall down, fall out, and then they are using nets and all that to cover them. And sometimes most of these trucks break down even inside your own estate. After collecting your refuse, they break down for 2-3 days before they are able to fix them. And then see, what are we not doing really about refuse collection? Abe Thompson, Laoshe become on Facebook. The layout of Ibadan is a big problem for the waste management trucks to go in and pick waste from houses and streets. There are many areas the trucks could not enter, and the people are not prepared to go long distance to wait or drop their refuse. Hence, they wait for rainfall and drop in the drainage. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Well, I guess you have to call back, or I think there's a glitch with the network here. I can't hear you properly.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. Reception is poor, so I'd like you to call back, essentially, so that we can converse together, see how we solve this problem. I mean, someone called me. Yeah, I'm going to reach out to you today. Someone called me that he has a solution to the waste problem in the state. Okay, so I'm going to call you and see whether we can make sense of all this situation. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. All right, so Oladeja, okay, you're talking about the typographical error. Your phone often complete or change spellings. Maybe sometimes we need to, change this autocorrect on our mobile phone, our smartphones. Sometimes smartphones can put you into very smart problems. Imagine trying to wish somebody a wonderful weekend, and then the phone autocorrects to. You don't want to know that word that jumped to my head. All right, so talk to me. 08091551055, 08056998678, and 07069493000. After this break, it is a commercial break. I'll be back.
Splash FM 105.5.
Màámi, ṣé gbogbo ife bọ́ǹfìtà ilẹ̀ fẹ́ pín?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ó ṣàmọ̀ pé àkókò yìí ní ṣe pẹ̀lú nǹkan pínpín.
Torí ẹni bọ́ǹfìtà ṣe ń pín 50 gíráàmù lórí ìdí alátùrọ̀ onígíráàmù 104 àbọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Àwọn ife wọ̀nyí á jẹ́ ti bọ̀dá Musa, alábàágbé wa, ìyàwó wọn, Uncle K.
Lákòókò yìí, ẹ jẹ́ gbádùn àfikún 50 gíráàmù lórí ìdí bọ́ǹfìtà alátùrọ̀ 104 àbọ̀ gíráàmù tẹ́ bá rà. Ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí àfikún ìṣaralóore dídára ti bọ́ǹfìtà. Bọ́ǹfìtà, ó kún fún èròǹgbà rere.
You did dull yourself this afternoon. You did dull yourself this afternoon. You did dull yourself this afternoon. No allow any dulling for your life, oh. Enjoy that your break moments with 5 Alive Pulpy. Now correct enjoyment will go cool your body, come ginger and join. Make you use the enjoyment wey dey inside 5 Alive Pulpy take hold your side. E dey available for different delicious flavors. 5 Alive Pulpy, filled with life.
Every day for this beautiful month of Ramadan, we dey rise from our domot to answer the call of Allah's blessings wey boku. We dey put food, drinks and other enjoyment for side to receive in heavenly rewards. So, when we gather put with our family dem, make we dey remember to share the little comfort of the season. Vitafoam dey wish you and your family a blessed Ramadan season wey dey filled with love and togetherness. Ramadan Kareem. Vitafoam, the fine art of living.
àti ṣí o àti ń ta o ṣọ́ọ̀bù alálùbáríkà tèmi dire ultra modern market gbági market extension.
Golden Bricks Realty and Investment Limited àjọṣepọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ tó ti ṣàṣeyọrí tó lóòrìn tèmi dire ultra modern market and shopping mall ọjà gbági tuntun phase 2 wẹ́mà ìwó road Ìbàdàn àti ṣí àti ń tàwọn shops yẹn báyìí o. bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́jà títà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ní pẹ́rẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ ra sọ lálá àǹkárá lẹ́sì gíní báàgì àti bàtà ṣọ́ọ̀bù tẹ́tí lérò ń jíjẹ wa ń bẹ pẹ̀lú. ìjọba ló allocate ẹ̀. ààbò tó gbogbo ń bẹ ń bẹ tọ̀sán tó rú wọ́n gbẹ́bọ̀ ò síbẹ̀. wọ́n tún kọ́lé ìgbọ̀nsẹ̀. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni láti ti yípo bẹ̀. ó tóbi ó pọ̀ ó fẹ̀. ó yẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ rẹ́ǹtì ní abẹ́ fẹ́ ra ṣọ́ọ̀bù. èyí náà gẹ́gẹ́ tètè lọ gba fọ́ọ̀mù báyìí. the Ministry of Trade and Investment room 56 Secretariat Ìbàdàn. wà láyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. ẹ pè 08028834320 08028834320. àrètí yín lọ́jà tèmi ní rẹ̀ gbági tuntun ìlú Ìbàdàn.
eléyìí fún Yakubu, èyí fún Rasaki, fún Ahmed, fún Aisha, fún Khadija, fún.
Brahimo, ṣé o tún ti tó oúnjẹ ni? Kí ni gbogbo oúnjẹ yìí wà fún?
Wò Taofik, mo ti pinnu láti wọ inú oṣù Ramadan yìí lọ́nà ọ̀tun nípa pípín oúnjẹ sínú Peak yogurt drink pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi aláàwẹ̀.
Èrò tó dáa nìyẹn. Ìtọrẹ àánú dára gan-an ni.
Òdodo ọ̀rọ̀, ẹ gba ìtura lákọ̀tun nínú Ramadan yìí pẹ̀lú Peak yogurt drink tó ní àkọ̀tun wàrà màlúù nínú.
Peak, reach for your peak.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, it's still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. We're talking things that affect us as a people, particularly the refuse situation. Who also will join me to say we're fed up of the description of Ibadan as dirty. Ibadan, at some point, used to be the political capital of the southwest, the southern Nigeria. And what do you have now? People indiscriminately dumping refuse, people throwing refuse out of their cars and all that. And the government has now come down hard on them. Say, if you don't have refuse collection, packed drums in your house, you're going to face the music. And there are laws to back this up. So nobody will say they're victimizing me. What do you think? What is your experience? David Tayo Olomo, you said that the law on Ekweremadu, the law is blind and is no respecter of persons. Fortunately, the British judicial system is not like the corrupt and compromised Nigerian judicial system. Okay. Obasanjo's plea letter to the British court is unnecessary and inconsequential. Ekweremadu and wife have been convicted of a serious crime and should face the music, period. Well, Obasanjo was begging for lighter sentencing. So, essentially, I think if you go by that law, the Modern Slavery Act or so in the United Kingdom, I think the minimum is 10 years. So, maybe Obasanjo was just pleading to say, please, make it, he used the expression, temper justice with mercy. Okay, that's basically what he was trying to do here. Akintaye Gbade here. You said Oyo Rufai is wicked. Why do you say that? Well, let's come to the phone. I'll come back to Akintaye in a moment. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name?
I'm Adeyemo from Akete.
Yes, sir.
Our refuse in Oyo State, which is especially in Akete here, unless the government employ more sanitary inspectors, that will be sufficient. Otherwise, the so-called landlords and landlords, they are not cooperating among themselves. Come and see our road leading to Polytechnic. Sometimes you see it littered with refuse. Everywhere smelling. So if they could employ more sanitary inspectors, it will be there before hours. So maybe we will achieve that. Because Obasanjo has always been on the unity of Nigeria as a whole. He has been saying it even to the government of the day that this country is now more divided than before. And the government has not taken on to it. So, Chief Obasanjo, because he has been a very good president when he was there, he made sure that he united all parts of this country. But immediately he left, see what happened during the Jonathan era and this present administration. So Obasanjo, let's give it to him. He is the father of this modern decision as the order of the day. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for calling, sir. All right, so let me return to Akintaye here. He says, Erufai is wicked, and not qualified to be governing well. Those expressions are too hard for radio. Why now reinstate the sacked workers when his 8 years reign remained only 1 month to go? Many have died because of this. Because of his action, the NLC Kaduna should sue him in the court of law instead of thanking him for a belated reinstatement. Thank you very much, Badi Akinteye, for your contribution on Facebook. Essentially, the last contribution on the program this afternoon. I have to go unless we can do this in 1 minute. Hello, good. Okay, that call just left off. All right. Well, I'd like to ask you to do a lot of things. One of them is to make sure you do everything within your power to make this nation better. The other is to tell you that it is not fair on all of us and the environment and the planet as well if you dump refuse anyhow. That's the Nigerian lingo for indiscriminate. Please don't dump refuse anyhow, particularly in the waterways, and don't burn refuse. It's even a more grievous, health hazard. and make sure that you do all to call those you have elected into power to account. And I'm saying do all in civil ways. You can write to your member of the House of Rep or your senator. You can write to them. By the way, by law, they have to have what you call constituency office. Go there once in a while. Talk to their staff and all that, and make sure that you get response to your queries. That is how to make governance happen. My name is Michael Olatubosun once again. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Splash FM 105.5.
The message is brought to you by Cowbell Evaporated Milk.
The message, here's the message.
إن الحمد لله الرحمن الرحيم نؤمن به ونتوكل عليه